judges, John Stewart and Tommy Kazmarek. The timekeeper at the bell is Justin Bucanico. Counting for the knockdown seconds, alternate referee Vinny Rainoni. In the ring at this time, the man in charge of the scheduled 10-round featherweight bout, referee Larry Hazard. And now, boxing fans, introducing the principals. First, in the blue corner, wearing the white with the green trim, he is weighing in at 126 1/4 pounds. This gentleman is undefeated in 16 professional bouts with 11 knockouts. From San Diego, California, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Sweet Irving Mitchell. And his opponent in the red corner, wearing the yellow trunks with the red and green trim. He is weighing in at 126 1/4 pounds. This young man has a record of 13 wins, 1 loss with 10 big knockouts. A native of Accra, Ghana, West Africa. Boxing fans, here is Azumah Nelson.
The referee is Larry Hazard, and he will issue the final instructions to the boxers.
No pushing, no under. Watch the illegal use of the head. Watch the low blows. When I give you a command, I want you to stop punching, step back. In case of a knockdown, fighter scoring a knockdown, go to the farthest neutral corner, remain in that corner until I tell you to come out. Fighter going down, you must take a mandatory 8 count. 3 knockdown ruling has been waived, and the bell cannot save either of you if you go down toward the end of a round. Do you have any questions? Okay, shake hands. Come out fighting at the bell.
Well, both fighters weighed in at 120 1/4 pounds, just a quarter over the featherweight limit. 24-year-old Nelson stands 5'5". Mitchell with the height and commensurate reach advantage, standing at 5'9" with 70.5 in the reach department. He is 23 years of age, born in Lafayette, Louisiana, now living in Bonita, California. Nelson has been training here in the U.S. For a couple of months, coming back after his impressive show against Salvador Sanchez, and hopes to work and here in the United States to improve his boxing against the stiffer competition he can get over here. He's 13-1 with 10 knockouts, the only loss coming in the title fight against Salvador Sanchez. Mitchell, 16-0 with 11 knockouts. His last outing was a 10-round decision over Bernabe Montanez, and there's that aggressive start by Nelson in goal. 20-foot ring here in New Jersey, scoring on the round system with a supplemental 5-point system. There is a draw. Good flurry by Irving Mitchell, scoring to the body of Nelson. Azumah Nelson, 50-2 as an amateur, the 1978 African and Commonwealth gold medalist. Also the 1979 World Military Games gold medalist, and turned professional following those games in 1979. Currently the African and Commonwealth featherweight.
Surprisingly, Mitchell is fighting flat-footed in the first round, Tim. You think that he'd be going side to side and try to make Nelson move the way he wants him to move, but he's standing flat-footed. He's looking to nail Nelson.
Mitchell, likewise an outstanding amateur career, won the silver medal in the 1980 Olympic trials and was the 1980 All-Service and All-Army champion, and also won 2 gold medals in international competition for the U.S. team in 1980. Can't beat that amateur competition. We've seen so many this past several weeks, outstanding amateurs who are young professionals now and showing a lot of maturity because of that extensive amateur background.
Well, Tim, amateur boxing is like high school, and then when they there's that short ring apron, Tim. We've mentioned it before. It's very, very dangerous. A fighter could break his leg at any time. I don't know why allow this ring to be used. Ring apron is just very, very dangerous.
It's less than 15 inches. I would say it's maybe 1 foot on the outside of that apron, and it was not a knockdown. Mitchell was backing away from Nelson, but he just slipped on the canvas and his foot extended right over the apron. Under a minute to go, round 1.
Anyhow, Tim, amateur boxing's like high school, then you graduate to college when you go into pros. And if you're a good student in high school, you usually become pretty good in college. It's the same thing follows with boxing. If you're a good amateur, usually you can become a good pro.
Nelson on the left of your screen, goal. 15 seconds remaining, round number 1. Coming to the end of this first round, scheduled for 10, featherweights Azumah Nelson and Irving Mitchell. Round number 2, Tim Ryan and Gil Clancy at the American Gorge Resort, McAfee, New Jersey. You're looking at sweet Irving Mitchell on the left of your screen in white trunks, and Azumah Nelson in gold. Nelson from Accra, Ghana.
In Mitchell's corner, Tim, they told him to start moving and move side to side and use that good long right jab that he has now. Again, let's see if he follows instructions or if he wants to stand and punch with Nelson.
Short with the left hand. Nelson, a member of the Ga tribe, and speaks that language and 4 other tribal languages in addition to English.
Bring him up. Bring him up.
Warning for a low blow to Nelson from referee Larry Hazard. Hazard will score the fight, along with the judges Tom Kazmarek and John Stewart, both from the state of New Jersey. Nelson backing up Mitchell, right hand. One thing we've seen early is that Nelson will stand there in a flurry and not back up at all.
Let go that head, Nelson. Let go that head.
Nelson gets his punches off from a completely flat-footed standing still position, Tim. If he got a little more rhythm, if he started moving his head a little bit more, it would bother Mitchell and he would be able to punch a little better and a little quicker. Now he's starting to move his head. First time in the fight.
Minute to go, round 2. Working his corner, American trainer Bobby Lewis, giving him some help since he has been training here in the United States. Digs that left to the body of Irving Mitchell.
He's starting to get that rhythm now, side to side with the head and shoulders.
This room's like a jury in here at the moment, the cabaret room of the American Court. The audience has been a little slow to get into the rhythm of the fight here. Under 30 seconds to go in the second round.
Some of the people are sitting here like they're hypnotized, Tim. Crash the cymbals or something.
Maybe they came to see Laney Kazan at the final seconds of the second round. Round number 3, Tim Ryan and Gil Clancy live from the cabaret room of the Americana Great Gorge Resort. Later today, you'll be seeing Leon Spinks and Jesse Burnett battling it out for the vacant NABF Cruiserweight Championship here on CBS Sports Sunday. And following our featherweight action here, we're going to have 2 middleweights. Upcoming James Kinchin against the veteran Ralph Moncrief. Lots more boxing ahead this afternoon. Azumah Nelson in gold, sweet Irving Mitchell in white. Third round scheduled for 10. Nelson ranked number 3 in the world by the World Boxing Council, number 10 by Ring Magazine. Irving Mitchell is number 9 rated by the WBC. Mitchell, we've seen often working with Alexis Arguello, has often been a sparring partner for Arguello. He is trained by Wes Wambold, Jerry Farrell, and Dick Wambold in the corner. Ooh, good solid left hand by Mitchell.
Well, it looked harder than it was, Tim. He caught Nelson off balance. It was a clean punch, but it wasn't too much kicking.
Looked like he was trying to pull away from it. Ooh, there's a left to the body by Mitchell. Mitchell has 11 knockouts in 16, but I don't think he's regarded in the featherweight ranks as a huge puncher.
Nice combination by Mitchell. Again, Nelson is not moving his head. He's walking straight in, Not moving that head at all. Right there. Oh, now it's starting in the middle of the round, same as last round. He starts to get his rhythm and starts to move his head.
Banging to the body. He's done better down there, too. Mitchell took a right hand as he was careless coming off that break, and he paid for it. Nelson let him have it with a right hand. Another right hand scored. Under 30 seconds to go in the third round. Mitchell thought he had a low blow that the referee was going to be there on that break, but he had his hands down. He got whacked.
Well, you know, Nelson was fighting for a while as if he was hypnotized, same as the audience. But he woke up all of a sudden. What he has to do to beat Mitchell, put the pressure and keep it on him.
Final seconds of the third round. Featherweights, Azumah Nelson in gold, Irving Mitchell in white. Round number 4. Azumah Nelson in gold, Irving Mitchell in white. Mitchell from Bonita, California, born in Louisiana. Azumah Nelson from Accra, Ghana. Left to the body by Nelson. Very impassive-looking young man. He just seldom changes expression. Bull hasn't backed up yet. Looked like Mitchell was thinking about switching around on him.
Tim, for Mitchell to win this fight, he's going to have to start being a little more aggressive. He always waits. He waits for the other fellow to make a mistake, and he tries to counter. He has that long right jab. He should be snapping it out there and really overworking it.
Nelson drives Mitchell into his own corner. Move by Irving out, avoiding the worst of that assault.
Then we have another one of those fights. It's very, very difficult to score.
Well, I've got to favor Nelson through. I've given him the first 3 rounds, the first one close, but he's been forcing the fight, and even though Mitchell has counterpunched some, I don't think he's counterpunched effectively to be ahead on the judges' cards. But, you know, as we always say, you never know how judges are seeing the fight. Under a minute to go in the 4th round.
Anytime you have two fighters with the completely contrasting styles the way these two fellas are, you're going to have problems with your judges. You know, there are judges that are known as, you know ahead of time that they like aggressive fighters. There are other judges that like boxers, and managers know that, you know. And occasionally they'll go to the commission if their fella's an aggressive fighter. Request that the judge not be used, who they know does not like that type of fighter. And believe me, it affects the scoring, and it can affect the guy's future. There may be a judge that really likes the moves that Mitchell is making right now. And again, another one may like the fighter that walks in.
Under 30 seconds to go in the 4th round. We're down to the 20-second mark now. Mitchell in white, Nelson in gold. Nelson getting a stocking. Mitchell the counterpuncher. Coming to the end of the 4th round. Featherweights, Irving Mitchell and Azumah Nelson. Live from McAfee, New Jersey. Round from the Americana Great Gorge Resort. We're in the Cabaret Theater, and Gil, I just figured out the audience here for this fight. It's Halloween, and I think they're all still wearing their masks. That may be it, why we're not seeing that great enthusiasm so far. Mind you, a solid flurry by both fighters would bring the crowd, and I'm sure most of them are here waiting for Leon Spinks. We remind you he will be coming up later this afternoon on CBS Sports Sunday in a Cruiserweight Championship bout, the North American title at stake against Jesse Burnett. Irving Mitchell in white, Azumah Nelson from Ghana in gold. Solid right hand by Nelson, backs up Mitchell. Trying to spring to the advantage, then forcing Mitchell across the ring. Only landed one punch to the body, no more damage. Another good right hand to the body of Mitchell. Mitchell by Nelson. Nelson really forcing the issue. Wild, and he missed every punch in that last flurry.
With both these fighters in the top 10, it's very, very important. Very, very important fight for both fighters. Both in the top 10. One guy's going to advance and probably get a title shot. Another guy's going to put back in line.
Come on, don't wait. You go first. Come on.
Azumah Nelson rated number 3, and mainly on the strength of his impressive showing against Sanchez in the championship fight, even though he lost. And Mitchell ranked number 9 by the World Boxing Council.
Take it to him, Mitch. No, hold it. Let him out. Let him out. Step back.
Left hand to the head by Nelson. Staggered Mitchell. The right hand sends him down. Solid right hand. Mitchell in trouble. Here in the 5th round.
5, 6.
Gets to his feet. He is still wobbly. Referee Larry Hazard taking a close look at him, asking if he's all right. He says yes. Under a minute to go in the 5th round.
He has to be wobbly. He walked right towards Nelson. When you're hurt, you should be walking away.
And it's over. Larry Hazard has stopped the fight. Takes the mouthpiece out of Mitchell, and Mitchell angry that it's been stopped. But Larry Hazard, perhaps seeing the same thing you did, Gil, that he had walked right back into the punishment, being meted out by Azumah Nelson, and a very upset Iriving has suffered his first defeat, and he is naturally distraught, saying that he could continue. But Larry Hazard, the referee, felt otherwise, and so a technical knockout scored by Azumah Nelson in the 5th round of a scheduled 10-rounder. And there is the calm young man, still looking very calm indeed, from Accra, Ghana. Let's go back and see the knockdown one more time. You'll see Nelson in goal, and it's kind of a wild punch as the one hands him down the first time. A right hand, well, it wasn't as wild as I thought. It was a pretty good right hand. Down goes Mitchell, and now we'll see that knockdown punch from a different angle.
But you notice how awkward both fighters look, and that is because of the fact that Mitchell is a southpaw. It changes everything around for a fighter when he is fighting a southpaw. But here you see that Nelson has him figured out, and he's about to clock him with this big right hand to change the entire fight. And there it is, Tim, right on the button. It wasn't as awkward a punch as you thought it was.
No, that's right. No, seeing it on the replay, it was a better punch than I thought when we saw it live. And then, of course, as soon as Mitchell came right back at him, Nelson clocked him again.
Referee Larry Hazard stops this bout at 2 minutes and 24 seconds of the 5th round, and a winner by TKO, Azumah Nelson.
2:24 of the round. Azumah Nelson, the number 3 rated featherweight in the world, scores a technical knockout of Sweet Irving Mitchell, who goes down to his first defeat and still very unhappy.